What's up out there? How you doing? Jeff D. AIMC HealthSolutions.com, live from the Chitchit Rail Trail on this cool, almost spring. Actually, it is spring morning here in Massachusetts. We continue to stay cool here, but actually, I believe it or not, on the lake, the ice is gone. So maybe that is a good sign that we might finally get into some warm weather here. So I'm going to ask you some questions. All right, so let me start with a story. I was watching a little March Madness past couple of days, and I was noticing some of the commercials. Man, are they bad. One is promoting some pharmaceutical product for weight loss or depression, and then there's a Doritos commercial, and there's promoting like Oreos, and I'm just like, my Lord, that's bad. And then another thing I've noticed, when you go to the supermarket, you walk in, what do you see first? You see garbage, absolute garbage, right in the front there. Marketing. Let's market some shitty products. No, sorry for my French there. Crappy products in the front. And you ever notice in the supermarket, the fruits and vegetables are way in the back corner. Why? Because there's no profit margins there for the supermarket. They make their money on those bad products that you see in the front. Cookies, chips, all the stuff that's pretty much useless for your health. And you're wondering, why did they do that? And unfortunately, why did they do that? They do that to make money, bottom line. And the second thing you always have to think about, when a product is spending money on marketing, how good is the product? They're putting their money into the marketing of bad products. You see that a lot. You see them in beer commercials. Since when is beer good for you? Beer is good, it tastes good, but at the end of the day, it's not good for you. There's always beer commercials, especially when you watch the Super Bowl or anything like that. And then you always see products for Diet Coke or Pepsi. Coke Zero, that's a good one, right? 0 calories. Coke is terrible. They usually clean your battery in your car with a Coke. What is that thing? Imagine putting that into your body. Why would you do that? Why would you put junk into your body? And that's what these companies want. They're marketing these bad products for you to buy them. And then, of course, they're making lots of money. And then, guess who else is making money? Yep, your doctor, right? And the pharmaceutical companies, because then you get sick. And most people, what they do, they don't want to go to a supplement. They go to the doctor. Their first choice is, the doctor's going to give me some pills, or I got to get surgery or something like that. And that's also bad too. It's all marketing. And I think that's what it does. This marketing, what it does is it promotes obesity in children, because that's the first thing they see. It's entrenched in their brain that they got to have these, have medications. They got to eat garbage. For food and all that. Have you ever seen a commercial that promotes a salad, or kombucha or something that's actually good for you? You never see that. And unfortunately, that's where we are, and especially in the USA. Now, if you go to Europe, it's a whole different game. A lot of the ingredients are banned in Europe that are put in foods in the US. We have a health problem here. And I think it goes back to the marketing of crappy products, right? That's affecting everyone's health. The obesity issue is bigger than it's higher than it's ever been, right? It seems like we're always hearing about somebody dying from cancer. I don't know about you, but have you noticed a lot more people getting cancer today? I'm wondering why. It traces back to that emotions that you see when you see a product on TV, like, I got to get that. Or some celebrity is telling you got to get that. You got to get back to basics. If you want to live a healthy life, you got to get back to these basics of eating natural foods. And don't fall for the marketing ploys that you see all around. I mean, that's why you have TiVo. Search through them. Watch stuff that actually adds value to your life, and not the marketing of crappy products. It causes the obesity. It causes health issues. That's why your knees hurt. That's why you're overweight. That's why you have no energy. You keep falling for the marketing of crappy products. Now you're like, Jeff, man, this is a negative video today. I just want to stick it home to you because I see this. A lot of people skip supplements, they skip good food, they go to their crappy products because they buy on emotions. And that's unfortunate. Don't do that. Don't fall for it. Have a good day. Jeff D, AIMCHealthSolutions.com. And don't fall for those marketing ploys. I didn't. Have a good day.